Hi everyone, my name is Alice and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Taurus. So if this is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. I'm going to look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and I'm also going to look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. And just a reminder, I end every reading with a love reading for people that are single and looking for love. So that'll be about the last 10 or 15 minutes of the video. All right, so let's get some cards for Taurus. I cleanse, I meditate, and I ask for the strongest energy to come through in the cards. Okay, we've got Nine of Wands. We've got the Emperor. We've got the Ten of Cups. We've got Temperance, the King of Swords, the Moon card. Look at these cards for you, Taurus. And then in your opportunity, we've got the Tower. So a lot of release and healing coming in. And in your challenge position, we've got the Eight of Swords. So a lot of energy coming in for you. A lot of change. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So in your recent past, we have this Nine of Wands. This is talking about your magic can't be touched. So whatever it is you were trying to bring in and manifest, whatever it is you're trying to create in this world, whether it's a relationship, finances, a career, a job change, it could even be a hobby, a pet that you wanted. Whatever it is that you were working on to manifest, you were in your element, and that is your recent past. I just feel that you were really you just had everything in order and everything lined up for you. It's a really beautiful energy that's coming through for you. Your present energy is the Emperor. Here you are the boss. So I think that you achieved your goal in your recent past, or you're in the process of doing it. And that's why this Emperor energy is here. This is really about you taking control of your realm, of your environment, of how you're going to do things, the decisions that you make, how you decide to set up boundaries with people, how you want to be treated, how you treat others, what your morals and your values and your ethics are. You remember, the Emperor is all four kings put together. So this is really you having this emotional maturity, this mental maturity, and everything is lined up with your mind, body, soul. And that is part of this manifestation card that you have over here. So it's like a continuation of it. However, it's like tenfold when you get the Emperor card. It's like you have really kicked it up. That's your present energy. Your near future is the Ten of Cups. This is that perfect, beautiful, joyful family. This is really just feeling completely emotionally satisfied. You're so happy with where you're at in your life. So this could be friends, family, whatever your version of family is. This is just the card that everybody wants. Everyone wants the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, and that is in your near future. I really feel that you have a lot of manifestation going on, and you're actively doing it, but you're in alignment to be able to bring it into fruition. And that doesn't always happen with people. A lot of times people want something, but they go about it in either a half-ass way, or they put some type of negative spin on it, or they're not lined up for it correctly. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. And that happens, right? Maybe there's an outside energy coming in. Oh my God. Okay, so now you have the Emperor twice. So let me show you the cards in a second. Let me pull the rest of the clarifiers. That's just amazing. With the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Fool, perfect. New journey, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So when we look over here at your recent past, with your magic cannot be touched, it is being clarified by the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. And again, this is just saying, if you wanted to bring something into fruition, you really stood up in that boss mode where your magic can't be touched. You kicked it up to the next level, and you really decided you were taking charge of the situation. You're going to make it happen. You know what you want, and you're going to bring it in. And this is whatever it is that you're working on. You've done all this work. The Eight of Pentacles is all about the hard work that you put into it. You wanted it and you went for it. You have that active participation, and that's how you're making it happen. That's your recent past, your present energy with the Emperor again. It's a carryover. It is being clarified by the Fool and the Nine of Cups. This is your new journey, your new adventure, the new version of you, right? If you stepped into this boss mode, this Emperor mode, this is really you stepping into this new chapter of your life with this new manifestation of what you called in. Again, whether it's going to be a relationship, a career, a hobby that you wanted to do, a vacation, whatever that is for you, you are on this new adventure, this new journey, and you're loving it. You are so emotionally satisfied with what you called in that I think you're also proud of yourself for being able to do that, to not give up and to really bring in something that's really important to you, that really matters a lot. It's a beautiful energy. Then in your near future, we've got this 10 of Cups. And this is really talking about, that beautiful, joyful family. And I feel that you've been worrying about it. Something you really, really wanted in addition to everything else, but it's something that keeps you up at night. I think your fear is that you won't have this beautiful, joyful, happy family, and that you love your family so much and you're afraid that you might lose that. Seems to be something that's in the back of your mind, that you treasure it so much that would be the one thing that would really hurt you if you lost it. So I think if you can work on that and just release that fear, I think that it would actually kick your manifestation up even more. But that is a fear that's there. We've got the Hanged Man, and this is really talking about, am I doing this right? Sorry, upside down. There we go. This is the Hanged Man. And this is really talking about you taking a moment to look at things differently to get this type of enlightenment. And like I said, to look at things differently is to release this type of fear, because this is that never-ending nightmare. This is the card where it's just in your head. It's not really out in reality, but you're actually manifesting fear by dwelling on it and fearing it so much. The loss of family, right? This is the loss of friends, family, finances possibly, because again, this is what you're calling in for your manifestation. So whatever you worked on, maybe the loss of a brand new house, that seems to be a fear for you, but I don't see anything in the cards that's telling me that this is not coming true. In fact, it's the opposite. So now that you have it, now you're afraid to lose it, is kind of the energy that's coming through. Now that is your overall energy right now, Taurus. Very cool. This ultimate manifestor. I'm surprised the Magician hasn't shown itself. We'll see if it comes up here. So now we're going to look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. And we've got the Temperance card. This is really Spirit saying to be in balance. So any times of stress, balance them with relaxation, and you are just in that perfect place to have that balance and that harmony and that mind, body, soul. And it's reflecting in your overall energy right now with this Emperor and the Fool and that 10 of Cups. I mean, it's really, really vibing. You have a very beautiful energy right now. And then with this King of Swords, this is really talking about you being a visionary, about you putting yourself out there with what it is that you want to call in. And I think you're doing that when you're manifesting it, but Spirit is saying continue to do that, to push forth. This is really about you having the vision of what it is that you want to call in, and it's truth time. You're very honest with yourself, and you're honest with the people around you with what it is that you're trying to pull in. I feel that you're also very grounded right now with what it is that you want to bring in, and I feel that it's just going to be something bigger and better than what you are already doing. You're continuing. I don't see like a cutoff point, because it doesn't have to be one. Eventually it will, because you're going to have that ebb and flow. But I feel like you're riding this wheel of fortune right now. We've also got the Moon card here. And again, what's interesting is it's right underneath this 9 of Swords. And swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So with part of the guidance and advice from Spirit, they're saying to not be afraid, to really just embrace the mysteries, embrace the magic of the world around you, and to not be afraid. Because when you're afraid, you're no longer in that loving vibration, which is a high vibration. That's the highest vibration that there is. When you're in fear mode, you're in survival mode, and everything gets tight and it gets closed off. When you're in a loving mode, you're open and you're expansive. So Spirit wants you to be in that loving mode, to be open and expansive. That means even more blessings are going to be coming in for you. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. All right. So we've got the Death card, a lot of release, along with the Five of Wands. The Hermit card. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Six of Swords. So really, this is a lot going on for you with this Temperance card, and to really, keep yourself in this beautiful feeling of balance. And it's really about good health too. It's your mental and physical health being in balance, being in harmony with the universe. It's being clarified by the Death card and the Five of Wands. So this is releasing what no longer serves you so that you can transform yourself into this new version of you. And I feel like you're transforming yourself into this new ultimate manifester. This is about you leaving this type of drama behind. So people that are like drama queens or kings in your life, you're kind of stepping away from that type of drama because that's going to drag you down. And it's really not part of this new you that you're bringing in, this new chapter, this new journey. You're kind of been there, done that. You're really not about drama. But I do feel that Spirit's calling your attention to it in case there are people in your life right now, and that's something that maybe you want to kind of keep them at an arm's distance or just step back. You're not about drama. In fact, you really are not about drama. You are about transforming yourself into the better you, the bigger and better you. Then we have, like I said, this King of Swords, about you being this beautiful visionary. Really, and standing in your truth. I mean, that's a huge thing because sometimes people are not able to do that in certain situations, like where they work, in their family. They have a different role that they have to take and they can't really, open up and be themselves, but you can. Spirit is saying absolutely to do it. It's being clarified by the Hermit and the Six of Pentacles. And what this is telling me is that while you're being the visionary, it's because you've done a lot of soul searching. This is the wise old soul of the Hermit, and you have spent that time. This is that earth energy, and you are really doing the time, Taurus, to go in there and find out what's important to you. What do you want to call in? It's evident in your overall energy up there, and this is really you being able to bring it in. This is you being very balanced. You see the scales there, along with over here, we've got the Temperance card with you being very balanced and in harmony. And this is really about you taking the time. You have it. This is about the haves and the have-nots, but you definitely have what it takes to bring in this self-actualization with what it is that you're calling in. And again, this is a general reading, so it just depends on what it is that you're calling in. And it could be several things. A lot of times people don't call in just one thing. There's other things attached to it, and it just comes in a windfall. With you being able to overcome your fears, because this is big, right? Because when you're in fear mode, you're very constricted. When you are in a loving mode, you are very open and you're not constricted anymore. It is being clarified by the Judgment card and the Six of Swords. This is huge. This is about you being called into your new life. When they step out of the coffin and into their new life, that is you, just like this Fool's Journey. This is also a wake-up call for you to ask the big questions in your life. Who am I now? What's my philosophy? What is it that I'm trying to bring in? What makes me happy now? Is it the same thing as 5 years ago? Maybe, maybe not. That's only a question that you can answer, and you don't want it to be a knee-jerk response. Like when someone says, well, what do you do for a living? And you just say, blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe that's not what you're doing anymore. Maybe you're making a shift. Maybe you're going to start your own business. Maybe you're transitioning into a new chapter and a new identity. And now this is a good time for you to take stock in yourself and ask yourself those big questions. What's your strength of character? What's your weakness of character? How's your health doing? Do you need to focus on that too while you're calling everything else in? Start asking the questions. The other card that's here for you is the Six of Swords. And like I said, swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. This is about you going on to calmer shores. You could be literally moving or just figuratively moving, but you are definitely moving into a new version of you, and it's calmer. And I want to point out, it's funny because here you are getting away from drama and you're going to calmer shores. So if you've got people around you that are caught up in drama or they enjoy drama, because sometimes people thrive on it. Not everybody does, but there's a type of individual that feels like they're not alive unless they have drama nonstop. And if that's the case, you're kind of like, oh my God, please go away. And so with that being said, this is spirit just calling your attention to it. And really, you know, everything is before you with all of these radical transformations. And I have to say, I've been doing the earth signs. I do earth, air, fire, water. And I think all of the earth signs have been about these radical transformations and these revelations. I think for Capricorn, they needed to have a revelation because they can't see something. And I think for you, you see it. You are definitely the visionary. And you're really able to pull a lot of things that are big in, and it's really impressive. So that's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now I'm going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. Your opportunity is a tower moment. Now, if you've seen my talk before, I personally welcome the tower because if something's not working for me, I want it gone, release it. It might not feel good at the time, but when it's over, it gives you space to let in something new that's meant for you. So I always like to give this example. So let's say you've got a job and you can't stand it. You don't want it. You don't like it. You don't like the people. You don't like what you do. You're bored. Or it's, you know, they're putting like the job of 3 people onto you or whatever the situation. But let's say you get laid off, you get fired, whatever. And then now you've got time to actually go and look for the job that you really want. So the universe stepped in and released you from that job in whatever way it's going to show up. And now you're able to go out and find what you really want. So let's say you do get the job that you really want. You weren't going to do it on your own. The universe stepped in and gave you that extra push. And now you're saying to yourself, oh my God, why did I wait so long to leave that job? Well, you didn't leave it. The universe helped you leave it. If you left it on your own, that would have been the death card, you releasing what no longer serves you. This is when the universe has to step in and do it for you because you're not able to do it on your own for whatever reason. Either you can't see it or you're just stuck in a rut, whatever the situation. But that's the best example I can give because I think that most of us have been there and done that. And you have an opportunity right now to have a really good tower moment to just kind of come in and clean house. And that's cleaning up what you're not able to release on your own. Maybe you don't see a few things that need to go. So I really feel that the universe is working to your advantage in your favor in this reading. But it's going to really release a lot of things that are not serving you because there seems to be a lot. Your challenge position is the 8 of Swords. And this is that self-imposed restriction. So your challenge is to remain free and open and to not be in fear mode. So if you feel stuck or like there's something that you just can't seem to do, like you're frustrated, like maybe things are not moving fast enough for you or things are not quite going your way. It's kind of like, you know, you're driving down the road and you feel like everybody's in your way, and then you go to the grocery store and everybody is slow-mo. Whether you're going down an aisle or you go to check out, and it's like you think you're choosing the fastest line. It turns out to be the slowest line from hell. You know, it's just like everywhere you go, it's not working. And that's what I feel like this is. It's like a self-imposed frustration and restriction. And it's that energy, that feeling, right? And it's a mental feeling, right? Because swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So your challenge is to overcome any type of frustration like that. And it's not going to be easy for you. That's why it's in the challenge position. But I just feel like with everything that you're calling in, you might have a moment that's going to be very challenging for you, where you have to just take a deep breath and roll with it. Let's get some clarifiers. We've got the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Justice card, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so over here for your opportunity with this Tower moment, it's being clarified by the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Now, I have to say, what I love about this is that this also is the card of freedom. So I think for some of you, you have an opportunity to really have a big Tower moment, and whatever's going to be released and swept away is going to bring you a lot of freedom and a lot of joy and a lot of times to celebrate with the happiness of whatever is there that is gone. That's huge. This is also the card of milestones. So if it's really a big Tower moment for you, that might be a milestone for some of you where you really have it where it's a revelation. And maybe it's like having a horrible job and you didn't know how bad it was. Maybe if you stayed there any longer, you might have a heart attack because it's a stressful job. It's one of those things that you don't realize how bad it is or whatever the situation is because you're so into it that you haven't been away from it to be able to stand back in a very long time. I just feel like a lot of freedom is coming your way. Like how positive the card is. It's also the card of marriage. I mean, this is a real positive card. The other card that came out is the Queen of Wands. This is a very bold queen that's really able to get what she wants. She is a manifester, and this is part of your entire reading. This is, as far as I'm concerned, Taurus, you are all about self-actualization and manifesting in this particular energy of this reading. And you see that she is definitely following what it is that makes her happy. She has no fear. That's what this black cat is representing. No fear. Now, I know this sounds odd, but her legs are open, and that's because she has no fear. She is just bold. She is she's not feeling vulnerable where she has to cross her legs, because that's back when tarot was made, when it was created, this card. And she is literally just following her happiness. And this is you. Spirit is saying for you to follow your happiness after this Tower moment, or even during the Tower moment. But just know while you're following your happiness, things are going to be falling off behind you. It could be a great release of emotional baggage. Maybe it's a bad relationship that you're in, and now you're just able to flush it away. You know, it's one of those things where maybe you find out that your mate is cheating on you or they leave you for somebody else, and it's probably the greatest thing that ever happened to you. You didn't know how bad they actually were because things were going on behind your back, but now that they're gone, you can find someone that you're really meant to be with that can treat you and respect you the way you're meant to be treated. You know, it's one of those moments where it doesn't feel good at the time, but you're really grateful that it happened, that was the way you got rid of that person, because maybe you would have wasted a couple more years of your life. You know, this is how the universe works, right? So that's your opportunity. Now let's look at your challenge with this Eight of Swords. Your challenge is to overcome this self-imposed restriction. And look at this. This is about you walking away from it and following your passion and leaving that feeling of restriction behind and having the freedom and the courage to walk away. You're leaving these 8 cups behind because that's not important. What's important is you following your passion and your happiness. And that's you standing in your truth. This Justice card is all about you standing in your truth and that this is where you're meant to be. And it's really calling it in, and the universe is saying, this is who you are and this is what is meant for you. Now, it is in your challenge position. I do not think that it is going to be all that hard for you. You know, I just think that you need to take a deep breath, and if you're frustrated, to just slow down. That's all it is. This is not like a monumental card that's in that, but the key is for you to really follow your passion and to be able to walk away. Okay? It's really beautiful, you standing in your truth. Okay, Taurus, well, that is what I have for you for today. Beautiful reading. God, ultimate manifester for you today. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and roll into the love reading portion. So this is going to be for all the Tauruses that are single and looking for love. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. I read everything. I'd love to know. And other people read it too. I've seen that. Other people are liking somebody else's comment too. So definitely leave a comment if this resonates. All right. So let's go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell Taurus for their love reading. And remember, I shuffle, cleanse, and I ask for the strongest energy to come through in the cards. Six of Wands. Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be victorious in finding love. I mean, that the first card out. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit. These are some of the same cards from there. I'm going to pull the clarifiers now, too. So one of the clarifiers is the Page of Swords, the Fool again. Then we have a gift and blessing from the universe. We've got the Ace of Wands. Out. It's in with the old. Sorry. Out with the old, in with the new. And that is, like I said, for that example of your opportunity, maybe it's where, you know, if you're in a relationship that's gone, and, you know, if you're watching this, you know, you're single looking for love, well, maybe that just happened to you. And now you're single. You're taking that time to process everything and you're ready to move on. We also have the Eight of Cups. This is bizarre. I have a different deck and it's like the same cards are coming out for you. But you know what? Like I said, this is the Taurus energy. So we have the main zodiac reading and now I'm doing the love reading. So it's still Taurus, but some of the same cards are coming up for you. So let me show you the three main cards. And I love that because, you know, that's spirit talking. I mean, you can't fake that. That's what I love about it. So the first card out is the Six of Wands, then the Six of Pentacles. We have two sixes and the Hermit. I love this for you. So first of all, the first card out is about you having victory and success in love. This is about you having pride in a job well done, and everybody is cheering you on. So that tells me that you have found the right partner. So while you're going out there and you're dating, you're looking around, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, you're able to find the right person that's a good match for you. And remember, it's mutual, right? That you're a good match for them. That is being clarified by, I love this, the Page of Swords and the Fool. He is the detective. He is looking for truth. So this is you looking for the person. And you're trying to find someone that's very well suited to you, someone that is authentic, someone that totally resonates with you, and you're asking all the right questions. And that's how you're going to find the right person. This is a new journey for you, a new adventure. And I think for some of you, you're actually going after a type of person that maybe you wouldn't have chosen in the past. So maybe you have a pattern for the type of person that you've been dating, but it hasn't worked out for you. And maybe for some of you, you're taking a different tact. You're going after a different type of individual that still resonates with you, but you're not going for the same one because it hasn't been working out for you. And that's huge because that is something that is really hard for people to break out of, that type of cycle. So I do feel that that is a new adventure and a new journey coming in for you. And it's a new love opportunity. That is huge. The second card that came out is the Six of Pentacles. This is the haves and the have-nots. So this is you having love. Excuse me. Hold on. I think I burned too much sage in here before I started. I had to cleanse everything. So I'm not even kidding. Excuse me. So the Six of Pentacles is about you having this type of balance and having this generosity while you're out in the dating world. And I feel that you're very grounded and you're very stable. Excuse me. If it continues, I'm going to pause this. And so how it's being clarified. So you've got this balance, right? And you're able to have this give and take in a relationship, but you're also very giving is the energy that's coming off. The giving is stronger than the receiving. And this is you having this out with the old and with the new. This can also be the card of marriage, this Three of Pentacles. But this is about you having that sense of camaraderie and teamwork. So I really feel that you have a lot of playfulness with the person that you end up meeting. I think that you have a lot in common and that you have a type of teamwork together, that you banter and you play off of each other. And it's really I think it's really a breath of fresh air for you. With this gift and blessing from the universe, out with the old and with the new, it's really providing you with this new opportunity to take action on what it is that you want to bring in. And that is this beautiful sense of community and just really being part of your tribe, being this sense of, I had this word come in, the sense of oneness. So I feel that the type of person that you meet, I don't want to use a soulmate. I don't want to use that term, but I feel that they resonate with you so strongly that you feel very comfortable right off the bat with them. So look for that type of an individual when you're out there dating, whether you're in a meetup group, you're in a singles club, you know, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, just put yourself out there and be in that high vibration, because that's the kind of person you're going to attract. The third card that came out, third main card, is the Hermit. And like I said, I really feel that you've done some soul searching. You're very grounded, you're very wise and knowledgeable, and you know what you're trying to bring in. I feel that you've done the inner work and you know what you want. And I think that that's a really positive thing. You know, we're all at different stages of enlightenment and we're at different stages of our journey, right? And I just feel like you've really done a lot of work, and I feel like you're in a very mature position. It doesn't matter how old you are, that you're intellectually and emotionally mature, and you're ready for this relationship. You're an old soul. You've got a lot of depth there, and it is being clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. This is telling me that you are really able to follow your passion, that you're able to keep going until you find someone that's meant for you. I don't think you're going to settle this time. If you've settled in the past, that's not what's happening now. You now know what you want. You've done that inner work. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. You know what things have worked for you in the past and what have not worked. And remember, you're a new person. You're constantly evolving. That's why the Judgment card came up in your main zodiac. You're asking yourself these questions, and this is going to help you make the right decision for you, but you're not settling this time. You're going to keep going until you find the right person. That's part of your passion right now. That's part of your manifestation. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles. He is presenting you with several opportunities in this material world of people to date. You're going to be put in different situations. Maybe you go to a holiday party because it's around the holidays now. Maybe you are going to be doing something different that you normally wouldn't do. Maybe now that the weather has cooled down a little bit, you can go to the beach, you can go to the park, you can actually enjoy the outside. I'm in Florida, so you can see, I mean, now that it's cooled down, you can actually go outside. I'm not a fan of the heat, so it's difficult for me to live here. And so, but it's one of these things where you're able to put yourself into these positions. And that's where he's presenting you opportunities. You're going to be presented with opportunities to meet people in different environments. Maybe you meet someone at a restaurant, you're going out with friends, and you just happen to strike up a conversation with someone. Maybe you do meet someone at the grocery store. Maybe you meet somebody online. You know, there's different avenues. I'm a big fan of you meeting in person because you want to feel that energy and see if you have that instant chemistry and rapport. But a lot of people do meet online and it's worked out for them. I've met several people that have gotten married and had kids, and they think it's the greatest thing that ever happened to them. So however it's going to generate for you, call it in, put yourself in that situation. Okay. Wow, Taurus, how beautiful. So for those of you that are single and looking for love, it is all around you and you know what you want. Just have to put yourself out there. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching and sending you lots of love. And again, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps out the channel. And don't forget, I go live every single Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's by donation. If you have a question, go ahead and submit it. Or if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. All right, everybody. Bye for now.